All right. What is going on, everyone? We are live. Welcome back to the Unconventional Mindset. My name's Onum, and every Monday through Friday, we get together right here on YouTube. We live stream our process as we get to work trying to build ourselves a company that's going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. And of course, that company is Pixel, which is a Webflow component and template library. And also now we're pivoting into introducing, or we will be introducing, tutorials and educational content on taking you from zero to hero all the way up to, becoming a professional web designer, or at least somebody who could make a living building websites like I have done, I guess basically throughout my career for the past, a long time, a couple decades, almost anyways. So with all that being said, we are going to jump right in and pick off where we left off yesterday, which was just designing our new landing page and our new brochure, I guess, for our people that aren't logged in or whatever, the stuff they can see, kind of our marketing channel. And this is our homepage for Pixel. And we've kind of tightened it up a little bit here, and I think we're looking pretty good in terms of what we want to have. And there's basically three things. There's a hero section, which tells you what it is that we do and what it is that that we can do for you. We talk about the education part, the two different things that we offer in terms of how you can learn how to be a web designer, whether that's courses or tutorials. And then here's just a benefit section for, what it is that, like why join Pixel basically, right? Why would you want to go with us over anybody else? I think one of the big reasons, of course, is all the stuff that we're going to be having is going to be available for free, at least in terms of all of our tutorials and everything. And then our products. We have our component library, which of course is Pixel Pieces, which is something that actually, let's just bring it up here so we can always go back to it if we need to. This is, of course, is our paid product, which is the Webflow templates and components, mostly just components right now. Then we have our style guide, which is something that we already have available for you guys to download if you so desired. And then just another final kind of call to action here. I'll start learning for free. And the only reason, and I do have a login and a learn for free because we're going to have, nothing's going to be behind a paywall, but I do believe the courses we're going to have at least set up where there's going to be a place where people could join. It's basically be a membership site, but it'll be a free membership site where you can log in, create your account and, go ahead and take your courses. That way we can track the things that you do within your courses, like videos viewed or lessons read and stuff like that, right? So it's just so we can be able to track those kinds of things, which we can't do if it's just a static website, right? So I think today, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our other static pages, which is a resource page and about, kind of a lot of these are going to be static pages, but we're going to take a look at those and maybe take a look at the buttons here as well today too. So let's kind of get rolling. So a lot of this stuff is, again, carry over from what we had before with Pixel, which I guess what it's currently at now. Actually, I think, yeah, because it kind of has this little kind of effect here when you hover over top of the button and it kind of twirls and goes in, which is kind of nice. I kind of like it, but doesn't quite fit the look and feel of what we want right now. So let's go into hover state. And I think we're just going to we're going to go to our, I think we're going to just put it to the primary color, maybe even the primary dark color. Color is still white. That's good. I don't think we're going to want a box shadow. We're not going to want to, do we want to do any, no scaling. Yeah, no rotation at all. We're going to keep this plain Jane, I think. And let's go to, primary 800. There we go. And if we go back to none, the transition, we don't want the font color. We need the border color. Okay, that's good. And we also want the border, like the background color. Background color. 300. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. And now we want to do the same thing here for this reverse button. So the background color is good for the transitions. Actually, we need to do one last transition. And we need the font color, because this one is going to change the font color. There we go. Okay. So I think we'll just keep it at the same. Oops. I want a primary 800. And text color is going to be white. And the border, of course, is going to be 800. Okay. Oh, geez, that wasn't what I wanted. That was regular. We want the hover state. Oh, goodness. Hover state. Here we go. And background 800 and color is white. Excellent. Okay, so this one here, I think we want, I think we'll just call it green. Ugh. No, we'll, actually, hang on a second. What do we have for the color? We have an accent. I think we're going to call it is accent. So we're just going to, whoops. Okay. What we want to do, maybe let me zoom in here a little bit. Let's go. Yeah, we're going to go here. I'm going to add these variables. Color, accent 800, and then accent 900. And those colors they're actually right here. We need to, let's go into another project here. Let's get those colors. Pixel pieces and pixel pieces go in this project. Let's grab this button color here. All right. I'm going to copy this one. And I don't know if this should be 800 or 900. Maybe we would just keep it at 800. Let's paste it. Right. And then we'll go here. And that is accent. So that color is going to be accent 800. And border as well. Excellent. And then when we go to hover for this one, then we're going to make that background go white. Just everything white. And then the color of the text, we're going to make that. Do we want it to be the actual color of the green? No, I think we want it to be dark. Yeah, I think we want it to be dark. Good. Yeah, I like that. Right, fantastic. I think we're looking good. Let's have a quick look here. Log in, learn for free. Explore all courses, watch tutorials. No animation on these things. Maybe we can do something later on if you hover over top it, do something with the icon color, but that's nothing too critical. This is just kind of an interactive component here, which you can kind of see what it looks like. Explore, download, read documentation. Yeah, no, it looks good. Looks good. I like it. We should do something here for like the menu when you hover over top of it. And just your traditional links. Navigation menu link. I wonder, do we add the text decoration? That might not be so bad, but I would like to have a custom style for the text decoration. I think we could do it here too, can't we? Yeah, text decoration color. Value, we can't. Oh, geez. We need to get the actual value of the blue. Can't use variables in the custom properties just yet. Okay. Well, what if we hover it and make the actual... Well, let's make the color a primary color. And let's remove that for a second. Let's go back here. Where is our, or what is our, I should say, our background color? I do believe our background color is this right here. I'm just going to grab this. Hang on a second. I want to just do a little bit of animation with the text decoration and see what it looks like. So here we have text decoration color. Let's paste that in there. Okay. So that way when we go to hover and then we change the text decoration color, which I think we can, to actually, I don't want it to be, yeah, I think this will be good. I don't want it to be blue. I want it to stand out a little bit. So let's copy that. And then let's put it here. And hopefully what we can actually do is in our transitions, text shadow. Looks like we can't do text decoration, can we? But maybe we can do, well, let's see what it looks like right now with just this. Whoops. Yeah, nothing's happening there, eh? On hover. Is that the right color? Yeah, 0F1929. Oh, so that's annoying. So the text decoration is not coming through. Oh, maybe because I actually have text decoration set to none. So maybe let's fix that. That's what's going on. So put that back to default. There we go. But see, it's jumpy now because of the animation. So let's see if we can fix that by, I mean, this isn't the greatest thing to do in Webflow, but instead of, for this transition, and it's just going to be for the navigation, let's just select all properties, and that should target everything. Or we could just do some custom code as well too. But let's just see what we get from doing it like this. There we go. So now we have a nice smooth animation. And now that I see it, I'm not the biggest fan of it. Yeah, not the biggest fan. Maybe we can make it a little bit less conspicuous. And maybe let's use white instead, actually. I mean, that might be too dark, or too, might not be able to even see that, but yeah, it's super faint, but maybe it adds a little bit of something. Okay, I don't mind that. We'll keep that there. Now let's take a look at these buttons as well too, because we kind of need to do the same thing here. But this is a little different. We might have to do this one using the interactions. Yeah, okay, so let's take a look at our interactions here. So we have nav custom dropdown. I think we do have one problem here. I think when you click on one, yeah, it opens up all of them. So there's a little bit of an issue here with the class that's being targeted. So let's see what we can do. So it's setting the size of the initial state of 0, and then when it opens, it goes to auto. But I think, yeah, the problem here is that it's selecting all elements with this class. So we don't want all elements. We just want children. No, hang on a second. Navigation drop down menu link. Navigation drop down menu link. You click on that. Navigation. It's the navigation drop down container. Right, that's being affected. So it's not a child, it's a sibling. So we're gonna have to say only siblings with this class. Oh shit, now it totally removed it. Let's go navigation and just drop down container. Okay, let's save that. I guess we're gonna have to go here as well too. Navigation, all elements. So again, it's all siblings. But we're gonna have to put it back. Navigation, drop down, container. Okay, let's save that. Let's have a look. See if that fixed that problem. Looks like it has. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Probably would like to do it on hover. We need to take a look at the rotation of that up arrow as well too. There's a little bit of issues with the spacing, but okay. One fix at a time. Right, so while we're on that interaction, so this is custom dropdown. And let's go back here. And is this on click or is this on hover? Sorry, which one is this? Let's go back here. That's on click. Okay, so we need a new interaction actually. So Yeah, this is going to be a new one. So this is going to be on mouse hover. Yeah, on all of them. And we're going to start an animation, and it's going to be a new one. We're going to call it navigation menu like hover effect, hover color, navigation menu menu link effect. I don't know. All right. So what we want to do is we definitely want to take a look at this text block, which actually doesn't even have a class, but we should give it a class. So let's just save this here. Let's go back here to this text block. We'll give it a navigation underscore drop down menu link, and then we're just going to go text. I'm going to copy that one and do the same thing for this guy here. That's what we're going to have to target. Okay, go back here, go back to the interaction. Right. So let's take a look at this. So the action is we are going to, what are we going to do? We are going to, I guess it's just text color. We're going to go 0.3. Actually, we're going to set it at the initial state. Do we need to set an initial state? I don't know that we do. So let's just go here, ease in and out quad, keep it consistent. And we are going to change that color to our primary color, 700. Navigation, yeah. So save that. Just have a quick look here. Yeah, so that works. And then we're just going to have to do duplicate this one. And actually, we're just going to in and out, right? So this is hover out. Save that. This one is in or over, I guess. Save that. Okay, so on hover out, start an animation, and then we click here. Let's edit this one, and the text color goes back to neutral 900. All right. So that should give us the color, which it does. Oh, not this one, because I don't have the actual interaction added to this element, but we'll do that soon. But now the last thing that we need is for the underline. Now the problem that I see, that I'm pretty sure that I think that I see, is I think we'll be okay. I think we'll have. Yeah, I think we can set for this element, for this text, we can set the set the text color, text decoration color. I don't know what color it is offhand. I'm just going to call it that for now so it doesn't delete what we just did. Go in here, get the color of the background, copy that, go back here, put it in there. Okay. So I don't think we can target custom properties in the interactions, but let's just have a look and see if by some miracle we do. So interactions, mouse effect. Okay, say we want to do another set variable value. Is it going to allow us to do that? Affect a selected element and select variable. Oh, it's that type of variable. That's what it means, not anything else. I don't think there's any other way around this than writing custom code for this. Which kind of sucks. Okay, let's delete that. Well, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We can just essentially copy kind of what we have here. It's basically this class here. Well, we don't even have to look at it this way. We can just go navigation. Yeah, let's do another embed. And then we'll go, what is this called again? This is called navigation drop-down menu link. And then the text. So navigation drop-down menu link. Hover. Oops. And then from that, we want to target navigation. Right. Navigation underscore drop down menu link text. And that we're going to do, what is it? Text decoration color, and we put it whatever color it needs to be. Well, let's go grab the color. Let's save and close. No, we want it white actually. Right, so that's pretty easy. Go back here. And we also need to do, actually we should be okay if we might want to do it here instead of in the custom code. Yeah, save that. We might want to put the transition here. Oh, is that gonna work? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if this is going to work. Okay, and if we just play that, I gotta zoom in here. I don't see that coming through. So let's just, I think the code should work here. Unless I don't have this text decoration color correct. Navigation drop on, right? So you hover on that, target this. Yeah, I mean, I think that looks right to me. If that looks wrong to you, let me know. But it looks pretty good to me. Let's just copy this in case I have this wrong. Oh, I might have the text decoration set to, there's none here. So We might need to change that. In fact, I think we do want to change that. All right, there we go. Interesting. Interesting. All right, text, decoration color. Shoot. What's the value? Can't remember the value again. Copy the value. Maybe we can do it just on here. And then if we hover here and we change the color, oh jeez. I like never remember the colors. Copy. Paste. Oh no, that's wrong. That's wrong. We want white to right. We might not even have to do any custom code at all. Yeah, we're good. It's very faint, but it's there. Okay, excellent. So we didn't even have to do custom code, I guess, because like it's not, this is not being, I don't know why it's not underlining everything. That's strange. Not sure why it's only underlining the text, but not this here as well. I thought it would underline everything. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's get rid of that. Okay, now let's have a look at here. So when you hover over top of, or when you take a look at this menu and then the drop down comes in place, we have these links here. So what do we want to do with these links? I think number one, the space between them is quite a bit. And that's probably has to do with this right here. Gap is 2. I think that's too much. I think 1.5 makes sense. I think instead of having the padding on here, I think we should have the padding on the links themselves. Or do we? Because what do we want to do? Yeah, because I have an idea of what we can do. A neat little effect. Neat little hover effect. Okay, so let's close that down. And let's go here and let's add the padding onto here. We'll go 1.5 and 1.5. Brent, how you doing? Oh, I didn't start my comments. Hang on a second. Brent, yeah, how's it going? Going very well. Thank you very much. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. So I would color courses and blogs in the menu, blue and purple, like the cards underneath the hero. Yeah, so that's actually something that I'm going to do when you'll see. I'm just going to put like a little bit of a 2 pixel blue sliver on the side of like the drop down, and then you can kind of see that kind of a little bit of an effect. Just, yeah, exactly. Just to kind of color coordinate it with these cards down below here, which I think will be kind of neat. Maybe give it a little bit of a sliding animation as well too, kind of like when these go off to the side. I think that would be kind of cool. So yeah, so let's do that. Okay, where was I? Right. We need to add some padding to here. On the bottom, or do we? Maybe we don't, considering how we want things to be displayed. Okay, so let's go up here for a second. Let's add our padding here and here. Okay, so we'll have this one here, and right, do we need to, I think, yeah, we're gonna put this one is, I wanna say is blue. And this one here is going to be, is purple. So let's actually go, let's go back here on just this one, and let's put in a border on the side. We're gonna put it 2 pixels. No, maybe 3. Maybe 3. What's 3? 3 divided by 16.1875. 75. Oh, that looks a little too thick. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's not fret too much about this. So we'll add that as a border. But our color is going to be white, just so it's going to be invisible. And then when you hover over top of it, we're just going to add the color. So let's go here, is blue, and we'll go to hover, and we're going to target the border, and we're going to give it our accent color. Our primary color, I should say. Just like that. Maybe, do we do it for the title as well? Well, if we do, we'll have to do that as an actual animation because we can't target that because of the text. So let's just do this one for now, and then we'll kind of see how this is looking. So yeah, you're doing great. Currently making some ad creatives, exploring with Midjourney, Magnific, which I never heard of. Magnific AI plus Photoshop. Deadly combo. Doesn't look like AI at all. Oh, that's crazy. You got to show me some of the stuff that you're working on, because I'd love to see it. Because yeah, a lot of the stuff now, I mean, even though AI is getting really, really good, it still looks kind of like AI. But then again, too, AI looks like you're watching like the latest Marvel movie that's actually done with good CG, not the crappy. On the crappy Marvel stuff. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I just love to see it because it looks really, really cool. I just imagine the possibilities of being able to do things so much more quickly with AI. It's something that I'm just not good at, and I would love to be able to, pump out creatives for the stuff that I do. But well, that's really cool. Good skills to have too as well. So kudos on you for learning all that stuff. Magnific. What? Just Magnific, I think is what it is. Magnific AI is an upscaler, which makes it ultra sharp and okay, cool, and realistic. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool. Oh man, so there's some cool tech stuff in the pipeline. Right. Okay. So let's go back to this thing here for a second. Navigation drop-down link. Let's get our transition here. We don't want to transition color. We want to transition our border color. I think there's one for border color, isn't there? Border color. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So if we just have a look here. Cool. Okay. So we have that. Yeah, we could probably do something a little bit more fancy than that, but it's a good start anyways. Okay. And for this one is purple. And then when we hover over top of that one, the background, of course, well, 0.125. And the, oh shit, not the background everywhere. Undo all that, just this one. And secondary 700. Perfect. And do we have the same colors for pixel pieces and our style guide? The style guide for sure has the very unique blue color. So, and I think that is going to be, well, let's find out specifically what it is. This color, which actually I'm pretty sure is, if I go to our variables here, it is this color. So I'm just going to grab that from here. And change this one. We're going to say, oh, this is different kind of blue. Oh, shoot. Maybe we'll just go with the name of the actual like link as opposed to the color. There's multiple blues. And then we go to hover, this one, and we're actually gonna have to unlink this one because we don't have this in our variable. Whoops. And pixel pieces. Jeez. Is pixel pieces. And maybe we'll just go with the green accent color. Oh, geez, we don't have a primary color for pixel. Actually, it's the blue color, which is what we want for courses and tutorials. So maybe we'll just do it with the green color. Maybe that'll work. I mean, not very few are going to notice, but that could be the color of, you know, like membership or something like that. Although it's kind of green, like army color. Oh, I did that and it wasn't on. It wasn't on hover. So let's go to hover. There we go. There we go. Okay, I want to change that. If you click on one, another one should open. And maybe I should just have this on hover as well too, as opposed to having to click. I'm not a big fan of having to click. And then yeah, if you click off, it's not closing either. Little UI things that we can do to make it a little bit better, but are not, certainly not deal breakers at this stage of the game. And can we? I think we can do another thing too, where we hover on this. So let's go back to hover, and I guess we can do like a transform, and we can just transform it. Let's just move it. Oh, okay. No, it won't. That's not quite what we want to do. Yeah, so I'm just trying to get away from having to use an interaction just to adjust like the padding. But even on hover, I guess we can adjust that on hover, 1.75. But that being said, I don't think actually, can we do all of, oh, it's not going to do that one. Switch to the none state. I don't think we can transition padding. Oh, we can transition padding. Okay, good. Perfect. So let's do that. Let's go to here. Why is this thing scrolling weird? Let's go to hover. Okay, it's not allowing us to do that. Okay, so let's just delete this. Oh, God. This thing's being annoying. Hover. Let's change the padding. 1.75, just a little bit. And go back to our none state. And let's go to our transitions. And transition our padding. 300. And the one thing with animations, it's so clunky that it's generally easier to just write it by hand, but I imagine they would get better. And I also imagine, without ever using it, that Framer is actually better at this than Webflow. That's just kind of my hunch. But, I mean, I could be wrong. And let's put this back to is pixel pieces. Kevin, howdy. How's it going? What do you think of Woody from Toy Story? Great trilogy. Horrible fourth movie. But yeah, how you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. Okay, so let's go to products. Okay, this one's not smooth at all. Why is this one not smooth? I think it's because I did some stuff here on hover as well. Remove that. There we go. That should fix that. Yeah, this is a nice little effect. Oh, it's still being stupid with this one. Why are you being stupid with this one? What did I do wrong with this one? Because if I just go... I'm not sure what's going on. Give me a hard refresh. So far, so good. I may get to build out a site for one of my hotels, as I mentioned before. Yeah, trying to figure out how to get subdomains in Webflow for each hotel, and it's not going well. People mentioned reverse proxy, and I do not get it. Yeah, so that's one thing that I was looking into as well. So you're trying to figure out how to get subdomains in Webflow for each hotel. So here's, okay. How exactly are you trying to get everything configured? Do you want, like, is it one hotel chain like delta.com and you want a different Webflow project to go under, like, hotel1.delta.com, hotel2.delta.com, and then have each one of those their own Webflow project? If that's the case, then you wouldn't need to do reverse proxy, I don't think, because you can just have those each as their own domain, and on the DNS side, on the DNS side, then all of them are their own websites, and you would just configure them to the different subdomains in your DNS. I think you'd be good. Yeah, I think you'd be fine. I think the reverse proxy is only, like, we're going to be setting up a reverse proxy here. So if you ever want to learn how to do it, I'm going to have to figure it out here on this live stream. But it's for when you want to have, like on this site, we're going to want to have pixel.ca / like components. That is going to go to this pixel pieces. So there's going to be like a reverse proxy that's going to tell whatever, like the servers, whenever someone accesses pixel pieces, to serve it up at pixel.ca / whatever components. So that's good. But if it's just the subdomain, I think you should be fine to just have them on their own individual sites. I think you can use CMS pages as those subdomains somehow. So maybe I'm not understanding exactly what you're saying in that, like, do you want to have those different CMSs from each different hotels, like, talk to each other? Because that would be a big problem. But the only thing that I can see that might be of use to you would be that if I show you how I set up the components. So what I set my component here is, so there's this one project, standalone project here for Webflow. And this houses all of the components, right? So they're all on the individual pages. And this is sitting on one single, like it's a subdomain for pixel.ca. So if you go to this actual site, it's com1 for like components1.pixel.ca/whatever. So all of this is on the pixel.ca subdomain, and that actual full domain is being hosted by another Webflow project, right? So if you go to pixel.ca, this is a whole nother Webflow project. So if you just want to have them on the subdomains, you totally can have as many different projects as you want, like this, on a different subdomain. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's helpful. If that's what you're wanting to do, I think you can do that, no problem. You don't have to get into anything too fancy. But if you want like any kind of interactions for them to talk to each other or whatever, or you have them using the same CMS, then that's a whole different story. And I don't think I can help you out right there with that stuff. But let me know if that's is of any help. I'm not sure. I hope it is. Excuse me. Rolando, how you doing? Greetings to you as well. Yes, doing excellent here. I wanted to ask you, because I was missing you over the past day or two, and I can't remember exactly when it was, but you guys have a new president. So I was going to ask you how that's going and what you think and how things are going down there for you. But yeah, our project is advancing. We're moving along, and I'm pretty sure, well, not pretty sure. I'm very, very hopeful that we're going to meet our deadline by launching this on Monday. So I'm super pumped about that. And then we can move forth on doing the boring day-to-day, everyday marketing stuff that we're going to need to do to get our customers and to build our user base. But yeah, doing well, plugging away. Okay, what were we looking at? Yeah, there was an issue with this thing. Yeah, it's still being a pain in the butt. What did I do? I did something here. I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, we're going to become Northern Venezuela in a maximum of 2 years from September 1st. That's a really aggressive timeline. But I don't know your politics, so I don't know very much about it. But I think what I heard about the president is that she was like an environmentalist or something like that, or I don't know. I don't want to say she was an environmental activist, but she was somehow tied to the environment. And I was just like, oh, okay, that might not be the greatest thing to have as someone who's at the very top of your political system. Someone who doesn't, might think about things other than, like the economy and the good of the people, as opposed to, anyways, we're not a political channel. I don't want to get into that, but yeah. Well, hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, politics. Politics ruins everything. It's the worst thing in the world. Very annoying. Oh, okay, here we go. We have a problem with our transition stuff. So let's delete that. There we go. That's probably what's happening there. And let's go here. And we're fixed. It's funny I say that too, because I don't know, you can't see the degrees that I have back here on the wall, but I went to school for environmental science and I have my master's in biology. So I definitely have a love for nature and the environment, and I love being outdoors, and protecting outdoors is so, so important. It's critical. Imagine not being able to have any lakes and streams and good groundwater and clean water and all that stuff. It's super, good air. It's super, super important. But there's good ways to go about it, and then there's bad ways to go about it. And I feel a lot of things that people are doing nowadays are kind of the bad ways to go about it. You need to be able to balance what you're going to do for the environment versus making sure that your citizens still have economic growth and prosperity and can still, put food on the table. Super important things. Nothing to do with that. She's a statist, communist. I don't know what statist communist, but a communist. Okay, yeah. She doesn't expect anything good for us. In fact, I would like to talk to me at the first opportunity. Yeah, hey, listen, hit me up at any time. Happy to talk. Yeah, it's against me. I mean, I'm a, free market capitalist, I guess. I don't even know these labels. I don't even know what they mean. I just want to be left alone by the government. I want to build the business. I want to provide value to people, and hopefully that'll, reward me at the end of the day. And then I could use that to keep providing more value to people. Yeah. I'm not a fan of people just getting things for free. Yeah, I know it's still on my list. I haven't read it yet. But it's all those things too. You read the 1984 and Brave New World and all that stuff. And it's, it's stuff that you never think would kind of come to fruition in the world. It's like, hey guys, we shouldn't be doing this. But yet sometimes our policies are going in that direction. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I got to read it. Okay, hang on a second. I have like a bunch of free credits on Audible, and I probably could get it there, but it's probably like 1 million hours long. Let me see. Because at least there I know I could just listen to it on my walk. Oh my God, it's a 52-hour audiobook. Yeah, 64 hours. If you listen to it 1.5 speed, so then maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's like 40 hours. Use 64. I'm saying blah, 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 blah. 50. I got 52. Is that even gonna zoom? Is that even gonna? I don't know if that's showing up what the time is. Anyways. Yeah, 52 point whatever hours. Yeah, even better. So if you want to understand what is currently happening politically speaking in the world, read 1984. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Yeah. The Farm Revelation, never heard of that. So maybe that'll be on the list. But that's the thing too, is I don't know if I want to read that stuff. It's just so depressing. Farm Revelation. All right. Let's get back to designing stuff. And we can figure out how to solve the world's problems, one website at a time, maybe. All right. Okay. So yeah, we got our menu for the most part figured out. Education. Yeah. I think we're looking pretty good. I think this is a decent landing page. So let's see what we're going to do. Let's create, we want to do like a resources page. Let's take a look at what we have for this resource page. Because it's going to be basically very similar to this, at least right now. Yeah. Yeah, so something very, very simple like this. Okay. So let's do that. Let's duplicate this page, and let's just call this one, I guess we're going to call it resources. So we're just going to put everything in big caps that are like new pages. Resources. Is that spelled correctly? No, it's a C, right? Right. So let's create that. Is it creating or what's going on here? There we go. All right. The Farm Rebellion talks about how human capital is totally disposable for the businessman, with examples from the history of animals. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I want to read it, but yeah, I'll put that on the list. I gotta read Atlas Shrugged, and then I'll read the Farm Rebellion, and we'll see. And we'll start a book club. We'll start talking about books. Okay. Right. This is the resources page. So what do we want to do? Actually, a couple things before, we should have done this before, is let's actually take this header. Yeah, and we're going to put this into a component. And we're going to call this a header. This is, again, we'll just call this new. We'll have to delete the other one after. Okay. Whoops, that's not what happened. What happened there? Oh, I didn't create a component. I just added one in. Okay, that's not what we wanted. So header and then new. All right, this is creating it. Right, there we go. So we have our new header, and let's go to our home page. Let's just throw it in here. And the header right there, and then we can delete that one. Okay, perfect. And maybe we can do the same thing here for our footer. So let's make that, whoops. Let's make this into a component. And footer, again, this is the new footer. Let's create that. And right. Let's go to resources and footer. Delete that. Cool. I'm down for pixel pages. That's actually a good one. I like that. Pixel. We could just everything. It's got to start with a P. Everything's got to start with a P, like a pixel pages for the book club. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm still thinking about, I know Sam was really gung-ho about this and pushing in this direction. I really want to do it too, is, what's it called? Like a podcast. And I think there's like two different types of podcasts you can do. So number one, you could do a podcast where we're interviewing and talking with other entrepreneurs and other people that are doing cool things that are related to just business. And the other thing too could be more specifically in the web design space. But there can also be a podcast where it is about the things that, you know, you've read, or the things that, but I guess basically the things that you've read, and trying to see how you can incorporate that into your business. And that could be something that we just kind of talk about in the guise of almost like a book club kind of thing as well too. But then there's just the whole off topic of, hey, here's just some really cool books that are all part of the whole, just, you know, I guess for me too, it's talking about a lot of the things that I do. Part of the things is, you know, this live stream, which is just all about building a business because I want to have personal freedom and financial freedom. But there's other things that I'm doing in my life as well too, where I think it's just as important to spend time on building up those aspects of your life, which is about having good relationships with people, being as healthy and as fit as possible, and also gaining new skills and new knowledge. And that's part of the whole thing of where reading books comes into play. It's like, what can you read and what things and lessons you can learn from the books that you read to try to incorporate that into your life to build yourself kind of a better life in all the different aspects that, you know, are important. And that's the grand idea, I guess, that I have even behind the whole unconventional mindset thing, is that there's lots of things that you can do in your life to become a better person. Businesses just happens to be one of them. So yeah, I have a few ideas of things that I would love to do. At the end of the day, it's just like interacting and talking with people and learning from one another. I think that's the coolest thing. I think that's how we can get to where we all want to go together, like faster, like just working together. It's much easier and much better for us to work together than it is for us to be at odds with one another and always see each other as competition and people that you have to kind of climb over to get on top. I don't think the world works well that way. Okay, so all that being said, where are we? Right. This internal page. Okay, so we want this to be, I guess this page will be very simple. Let's not complicate things too much. Let's just maybe close that. Right. So this resources page, I guess what's going to be the purpose of it right now? I guess we can just say tools. Tools we love. What did I have before? Hang on. Tools to help you build amazing websites. Tools we love to use to build, I don't know, websites. Ugh, that's cheesy. I'll have to come up with something a little bit better than that. And actually, this is annoying. I need to go in here and let's just... Can we just hide this for a second? And then we'll bring it back when we need it. Okay. Brent, great idea. Yeah. Do I listen to any podcasts? Yeah. Whenever I have time, I'll just kind of throw things on. And I try to listen to them when, just when I go for a walk or whatever, because it kind of just allows me, just clears my mind. And then I could kind of think of things that I kind of want to do. So I listen to, I mean, most of the things that I listen to right now are business oriented podcasts. But I also listen to, I'll throw in Joe Rogan every once in a while. I don't think I've ever listened to like one Joe Rogan, like from start to finish. I guess it depends on who he has on, but I'll listen to Joe Rogan stuff every once in a while. I like Chris Williamson. I listen to him. Just stuff like those guys like that. Those are kind of the things that I tend to listen to. But yeah, I'm generally in the business space is what I now primarily listen to. Tools we love. I don't know. Maybe just say. Maybe just call it resources for now. I know it's kind of a little bit boring, but tools we use on a daily basis to help us build websites and web products. Something like that. What did I say? What did I say? On digital products. Yeah. Jumping back and forth here. And I guess we don't need a button for this. Definitely don't need this. So, right. Resources, tools we use on a daily basis to help us build websites and web products. Yeah, okay. And how do we want to display them? Because I think, yeah. Yeah, I think we're just going to kind of copy kind of what we have here. Yeah, I think so. Let's delete that. We definitely don't need that. We don't need this. Definitely don't need this. So let's put in another section here. Yeah. So Brent, you mainly listen to business-related ones as well. A few I can recommend. The Founders podcast, Real AF by Andy Frisella. And so I know the Diary of the CEO. It's hilarious because the Diary of the CEO, before I heard of that guy and like that actual podcast, I was thinking of like, I should have a podcast, or what if I was to have a podcast for like just thinking about the thoughts of the stuff that I do as a CEO. I'm like, I should call it Diary of a CEO. And then I typed it in and then I found him. I'm like, oh, okay, someone already thought that was a good idea. I thought that was funny. Whether you think that that's a true story or not, I guess it's for you, but I thought that was kind of funny. The Founders podcast, I haven't It sounds familiar. I'm sure if, well, I can't say I'm sure. Let me type it in. The Founders Podcast. If I can see what the guy looks like. I don't think, maybe I haven't seen this one. Huh. All right. You guys are going to keep me busy within podcasts and books. I need to have time to work on the business. All right. So I'll listen to that. Definitely see if I can listen to that one. Rio by Andy. Cool. All right. I'll take a look or take a listen. Yeah, you think I like the Founders Podcast? Yeah, probably. Just looking at that introduction and just reading a little bit about that, it's like, yeah, it seems pretty cool. Mindset related, and that's a huge thing too, getting in the right mindset. I really like that, which is probably why I really love David Goggins, because he's all about getting yourself in that right mindset to do with the stuff that you need to come up with. And he's the one who came up with the 75 Hard program. I'm sure you've heard of that. 75 Hard. Did we talk about it on here? It sounds familiar, but I can't. Maybe I didn't hear of it. I don't know. It sounds familiar. I'm sure if you explain it, I'll be like, oh, of course. Yeah, 75 Hard. But yeah, interesting. Okay, I'll look that up. But the only the thing that I remember in terms of like reading books and stuff, most of the time it would usually be, I don't know if you've seen this. It would mostly be my wife who would be the one who would read the books, and then we would discuss it, and then we had this on our podcast. So she would have all these interesting people that she would find interesting anyways, and she would read the books, and then we'd kind of just talk about it on our podcast. So I think we got to some pretty kind of cool people. Stuff from all the way from people, journeying from Antarctica. Jewel, the singer, which was kind of crazy. Obviously, David Goggins. Guys talking about all kinds of different things. Anyways, she's usually the one because she reads books all the time, which is fantastic. And then I usually try to get it by osmosis, and I tell her to give me the half-hour synopsis of the stuff that she's read. Anyways, so we have our own little book club, just between the two of us, I guess. Okay. So, right, what were we doing? Tools. I think there's actually a page right here for tools. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to literally just copy this, and we're going to paste this into here. Before I do that, I should actually probably wrap this up into a container. Yeah, I feel like even this is kind of almost good as is. Except for maybe some of these classes, but we can worry about that later. And we should probably get an updated Webflow logo. And maybe change the font size and all that stuff. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good as is. It's a program that consists of 6 strict lifestyle rules that participants are supposed to follow for 75 days straight to improve their fitness, health, and mental strength. I wonder how strict it is. For example, drink 2 liters of water, read 30 pages, do 2 workouts per day. Okay, and then there's 70. And are there different rules on each days? So that's cheating. It's like someone else is on a diet and you want to lose weight. Oh my goodness. Interesting. I gotta read up on this. It's for each day. So each day there's like a different like set of things. Yeah. That's good. It's kind of, it sounds a little bit like taking James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, and putting that into some type of guidelines for just having these set things that you need to do on a day-to-day basis. And then, of course, after 75 days, maybe that, that's kind of one of the thresholds of getting into something becoming an actual habit. So hopefully after the 75 days is gone, you're just like, it's just part of your routine. It's just part of who you are on a day-to-day basis, right? Oh, okay. So same rules every day for 75 days straight. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And exactly in terms of what you're saying for, like the habits and developing it to be a habit. Yeah. I think there's different people say there's different times into when something is going to become a habit or not. And I think it depends on the type of person. Some people, I think, like even if they do something for 2 or 3 weeks, they'll get into a habit. But I think other people, it'll take them 2 or 3 months or maybe even longer just to get that into their, just get it into their brain. And I think it depends on what it is as well too. But that's what it is. And the whole idea of like, just get 1% better, just do a little bit more every single day or every single week. And what you can accomplish at the end is going to be phenomenal. And I just definitely try to keep that in mind within business, show up every single day, do a little bit of work. And well, actually I don't do a little bit, I do a lot of work, but just show up every single day, right? Try to get better, but just keep plugging away at business every single day, figuring out what's working, what's not working. And then 5 years down the line, oh my goodness, overnight success kind of thing, right? Where did this guy come from? But yeah, it's, 5 years in the making kind of thing, right? So little by little. Yeah, Rolando, I love this. Personally, I've maintained 3 unbreakable rules for the last 25 years. Read 30 minutes a day, which is like fantastic. Walk an hour a day, which is also fantastic. And the third rule, do not mix beer and tequila. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I feel like mixing tequila with almost any other kind of drink is maybe not the best way to go. That's a good one. I love it. But yeah, going for a walk every day, just an hour walk around the block, whatever, just to think, clear your mind, whatever the case may be. Super good for you. And just reading, just keep the brain active. Just doing something with the brain every single day. That's awesome. All right. So does this page make sense? Like, should I even have this while we launch? I guess it's not going to be the end of the world. And it's really just telling people, it literally is telling people the stuff that I use on a pretty much on a day-to-day basis. Like I use pretty much all of this stuff. Yeah, these are the tools that I use all the time. Like all the websites that I have, it's Webflow or it's Ghost. That's it. I use Fathom for analytics, my emails through Hey, Asana for project management, Zapier, of course, for integrations, third party, Artlist for all the sound effects and the music in our videos, Vimeo to do some other private videos, and then DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, I think this is a good list. I think this is, I like it. We'll keep it here. So, but what we want to do, how is this actually sectioned out here? Featured tools and other tools. Okay, so let's just maybe rename this here. We'll go tools _ featured. And then we'll go other tools. We'll rename to tools. We'll just call it other. Okay. And we'll go here. I think what we can do, I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to put this in their own little div, and we're going to just give this one right. Flex to, but I don't want it to center. Is left aligned. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing for this guy. Flex to and left aligned. And then we'll do the same thing here. And we'll left align it. And then for all of these things, actually, get rid of that. We're going to rename this to just tools. And we're going to display this as flex down. And then we're going to give it a gap of, I think maybe just 5 is good. There we go. I like that. And I'm going to go tools, and then we're going to go description. And we are definitely going to, where is that style coming from? All paragraphs. Oh, I don't remember doing that. So sorry, Case. Sorry, I missed this. No, if you earn commission for hiring any of those services, it makes sense. If not, it doesn't make sense. Nobody cares. I do actually. I have actually gotten my actual first commission with Webflow as an affiliate, which was really, really cool. There was a time when I first started, I was checking it like, every week or what have you, but I hadn't checked it in like a month. And then I checked, I'm like, oh, someone signed up. And it's really cool because it's 50% of whatever someone pays. And the minimum someone pays is usually like kind of a year contract for like 248 or 278 US. So then if I get 50%, it's like 130 US, which is nice. It's just a little bit of a bonus thing, which is kind of cool. So it could end up being valuable to bring in a couple extra bucks every month, which would be really nice. So all paragraphs. So all right, let's undo that one. I think that got carried over when I cut and pasted. So I don't think I did anything with paragraphs yet. Here, no. So let's undo that one. Actually, no, let's put that all paragraphs. There we go. All right, I'll have a read over this content too to make sure it makes sense. It still makes sense, but I think it does. Okay, so let's just have a look here. Right, let's rename this tools container. Affiliate link. All right, and then tools logo. Okay. What was I just thinking? Oh, right, the color of the top bar here when you hover over top. So let's go hover, and I think, yeah, we have this yellow, but let's bring it more to our color. And I think we probably want to give this primary, secondary, or accent. I think we'll go with our primary color, but maybe a little bit lighter. Primary 600, which is, I don't think we have it. We don't have it inputted in here, so I think we need to get it from, shit, where are we gonna get it? We don't have it yet. We haven't made it. We need to make it. Okay, so let's copy that, put that here. Let's have a look. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, let's remove this period here at the end of each one of these headings. Cool. Maybe we'll think about putting this a little bit smaller. Like it doesn't have to be all this text, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh my God, then why don't you make more tutorial videos that get you commissions, comparisons between WordPress, Wix, and Webflow, things like that. Yeah, I'm going to. Once we start doing, once we finish this stuff and go live, it's going to be tons of tutorials. And yeah, if it's on a YouTube video, on the bottom of each video, there's going to be links to the tools that I mentioned. So yeah, it's going to be there. But that's not the primary way that I want to make money. Like I don't want to make money by being a Webflow promoter or whatever, right? Like an affiliate marketer, can you make tons of money? Absolutely, you can. And it's going to be a part of my strategy, but it's not going to be the main focus of my strategy of how I want to build money or how I want to build a business. The business that I want to build, I want it to be just like a really long-term business that is going to just really have a whole lot of value. Not to say that affiliate marketing doesn't have value. I think it absolutely 100% does. But I definitely want to, at the end of the day, have my own products. And I have lots of ideas for all kinds of really cool products that I'm hoping to develop within Pixel at some point in time in the future. So I was even thinking about that. Sorry, I'm going a little off track here. But I was really thinking the other day of growing a business the slow way, growing it organically, as in don't take out any loans and just whatever the money that the business makes, you can just use that to reinvest into the company and then kind of grow slowly. But I was also thinking of the other way of what if I did do something crazy? I mean, it wouldn't be that crazy, but if I took out a loan, like a business loan, like a couple $100,000 or something like that, and then use that to hire a person or two to help move the company forward faster. So I was thinking about that. I don't know if I'd want to do that though. I'd have to look at, the terms. Interest rates are pretty high right now as well too, although that shouldn't be the deciding factor. Yeah, I don't know. I've just been thinking about that, and I'm not sure what the best way to go is. So, yeah, you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, 100%. But don't put all, giving me the warning. Yeah, 100%. I think even at the start, if I could make some money with affiliate marketing, I could make some money with even YouTube revenue. If I get to the point where I can get monetized, that could be some revenue that's coming in. Then I get the membership program as well. That could be coming in. And then if I still do some creative work on the side as well too. So if there's contact us to hire me to still do freelance work, or if somebody wants me to make a website for them, that's another revenue stream. So yeah, lots of different revenue streams. It's for sure good to be as diverse as possible so that if something does happen with one of them, other ones can hopefully come and pick up the slack. Okay. So with this resources here, I think this hero section, so this is not a hero. So let's get rid of that. All right. And that puts it down. Actually, that's exactly kind of what I wanted to do. So what was that? That was is home. What did I just do? Hang on a second. Section is hero. No, that's not what I wanted to delete. Maybe instead of saying section is hero. No. I think maybe I'm going to rename this is home, because this is on the home page, because we want to bring that up a little bit because of on the home page. It's the wrong home page. Yeah, because we want to move that up because we have this little pill here. But on the resources page, if it'll ever load, on the resources page, I want to have a little bit more white space between the header and this block of text. So in the hero section. So yeah, we'll do that. So now it's much better symmetry here between the top and bottom. Much more pleasing to the eye. Okay, so if we just look at this. Yeah, I like it. I think it's fine. To help us build websites, build components, and create courses. Yeah. Yeah, good. I like that. So bad idea. Your business is not validated yet. There is no more stable way to grow a business than doing it organically. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. That's definitely like I remember with business growing up, and not growing up, but reading guys like what his name? Jason Friedman. I can't remember his name. The guys that developed Basecamp and Ruby on Rails, and David Heinemann or what? I don't know. Can't remember their names, but they did Basecamp, and they had a book called Rework, which is a fantastic work. And they talk about how their business is completely different. They never take out any loans, never do any, don't owe anybody. They're not, publicly traded. They just make money, sell great products, and use that money to hire people. So yeah, like that's how I've always done business. I've never ever thought of taking out any kind of loans. So like I said, I was just kind of thinking of something the other day. It's like, should this be a thing that I should be thinking about? Again, always trying to analyze everything and just making sure that I'm keeping all my doors open. But of course, some doors are better to go through than others. And if somebody came in and offered me right now $250,000 as like a loan to go out and do business, I probably would just turn them down. Unless, yeah, like you're saying, unless the business was validated and I know like money was coming in, and I know that if I use that money to hire other people, I could get to where I wanted to go like a year or 2 years faster, then that might make sense. But then again too, you're just borrowing money and you're going to have to pay it back anyway. So it's like, I don't know. So instead of resources, I would title it tools. And resources, I would use to put downloadables that allow me to increase my email. Oh, okay, I think I see what you're saying. Right. Yeah. So resources being more like things that we create that are like, like a downloadable PDF or whatever, or just things, just informational products, I guess you can say. Yeah, I think I agree. I think that makes sense. I mean, I calling everything here tools on the sidebar. So I think that makes sense. So let's, okay. I'll stew on that for a little bit too, because people might be used to hearing resources, but yeah, these aren't like resources that I'm providing. They're just tools of the trade. Like these are just things that we use. Yeah. And maybe this shouldn't even be on the main menu then. Maybe it should just be tucked away here. Under Pixel. Actually, where should we put it? I think we'll probably just put it right down here. Right. All right. This will be tools. Page already exists. Of course it does. Just tools new for now. Yeah. Okay. So let's actually put this, let's get this working now while we're here. Okay. So I think we did everything that we said we were going to do today, which was update the buttons to make sure those are working correctly. And we did some work on the navigation as well too, which is about 95% of the way there. Yeah, our homepage is looking tight. I really like it. Yeah, I like it. Call to action. That doesn't work, that link. Maybe this one does though. Perfect. Okay, so what's missing? We need to have a page for the style guide, and that's gonna be a little bit more tricky because it's gonna have documentation. So we're gonna have to start writing that. So that's gonna be like a lot of work to just kind of write the documentation. But we'll probably keep it pretty minimal just to start with, because it's not too critical that we have this full-fledged, huge documentation for the style guide. But we want to write as much as we possibly can to give people the general idea and the philosophy kind of behind why things are the way they are within the style guide. So we have that, and then within, I have that hidden, so I can't see what's under here. What's in the products? Oh, then there's pixel pieces. Oh, let me go. Can I go back home? Let's just do this. Go this way. Oh, come on, so slow. For the copy, I would use tools we use to create websites, components in our courses, and earn money without investing so much time. Components, tools that we use to create websites, components. The only thing I would say is that in our courses, do you mean more of like and our courses? Because we use them to build the courses as well too, right? And I see what you're saying, and earn money without investing so much time. Yeah. So I think what you're trying to do there is saying that we need to do a little bit more in order to make people understand that these tools are not only just something that we recommend, but that are actually good to use if reducing the amount of time that you spend doing work, or consequently, it'll allow you to just make more money. These are good tools for that purpose. Right. But the courses are on the website. Yeah, no, I hear that. I think it's just a difference of how we're thinking about it, I think. Because building courses themselves are very difficult. And there's probably going to be more things that are going to be part of the building courses as well too. A few other tools that I imagine. Because it's not going to be an easy thing. Like Airtable, for one, I'm sure is going to be on there, because we're definitely going to be using Airtable for these courses. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I just copied that down. I copied and pasted it into my notepad here. Yeah, because I like where you're going, and then I'll think about how we can wordsmith that into something that'll work well for this. Let me go back to. Oh, okay, hang on a second. No, I'll do that. I'll do that right now. Let's go to the tools page. Tools we use to help us build websites, build components, and create courses. The one thing that I know that I would like is I would like it to be very short as well too. That it's only 2 lines. I don't want to have it 3 or 4 lines. So, of course, earn money without investing so much time. Yeah. Yeah, I like where you're going. I just don't know exactly how to say it in a way that I'm kind of thinking of. Okay, I'll put a pin in it, sleep on it, see what we can come up with. All right. All right, things to do. Okay. So style guide, yes, we need that page. We don't need anything for the component libraries because that's just going to take us to and just add and make money. Just for everything. Professional Webflow components that make you money. No, I hear what you're saying, and that could very well work. The one thing I want to be careful about is coming across too much like, like I'm overselling or, like, oh, everything is going to make you make more money. Because, like, let's be honest here. A lot of it is going to depend on the person's work ethic and the ability to actually do the work, right? Like, even like we're talking about this 75 days straight thing. I could put in I can make the best tutorials and the best components and have everything top notch. But if you're not willing to do the work to actually figure out how to make a really good website, and, follow the lessons and do all that kind of stuff, like, you're not going to make more money. And I guess I just worry too much about, being too salesman-y, is that a word? On every single page and every single kind of piece of content. And that's probably me over worrying. Or being honest, you use those tools to make money. No, that's true. I think it's just something I'm going to have to get over with in terms of my copy. And excuse me. Well, it's getting to the point where I've been talking too much. I think it's one of those things too. Once I get much more website traffic, to be able to do like A/B testing, to be able to see which kind of content is going to resonate with people the most. I can't wait to be able to make like data-driven decisions. I don't think we're quite there yet with how much people are on the website. That being said, I haven't checked my stats in forever. I probably should. Okay, so right, things that we need to do. So I think tomorrow we'll either work on the style guide page, which we need. We don't need anything for the components. We need a blog just for the tutorial section, because basically that's literally just going to go to the blog. And we've already kind of pre-built that already. I think that's here. Yeah, we already do have a blog. It's in draft form. And then we need a page for courses, which again is going to be kind of like a coming soon. So that's going to be super easy. So we should be able to get most of that outline done tomorrow. So that's what we'll do tomorrow. And tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. It's coming along. Yeah. I think we're going to be okay, for starting this thing, or for at least launching this on Monday. And then, maybe even before then on the weekend, and then working towards, writing and editing and whatever, all the YouTube videos and all the courses, or the tutorials, I should say. We'll start with the tutorials and then work on the course as we move along here. Okay, so did I miss anything? I think that's it for today. I feel like I might be missing something. There's always something. There's always stuff to do. But I do know I have podcasts to listen to. I have books to read. So I'm going to see how far I can get on with those, but especially with Atlas Shrugged. Give me a little while for that one, since it's like 50, 60 hours of audiobook. We'll try to get through that one as fast as possible. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Rolando, just send me a message or what have you. And then, happy to chat anytime, because I do have some questions as well too about visiting down south as well too, because I'd love to check out that area and have a look at Latin America, because it sounds very interesting to me as well, to going to different places and visiting different areas. And Kevin, I do hope everything goes well with this hotel thing that you're doing. If you have any questions, or if there's anything I can do to help out, do let me know. I'll see what I can do. Anyways, Brent, yeah, you got it, man. Catch you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. I certainly will. And same for you. Same to all of you guys. Thank you again, all the support and all the comments and all the chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And as always, we'll be back here again tomorrow for a brand new stream. Until then, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow.